Roasted chicken stew deconstructed is a method of nutritionally specific meal preparation. This is a method often used by professional athletes, especially when bodybuilding, to organize their calories to help them obtain their goals, and for people that want to eat nutritionally dense food to help cure nutrient deficient ailments and help the body heal. Chicken has lots of protein in the meat, but the bones themselves are also loaded with nutrients. Making a bone broth and then reducing the stock into a nutrient-dense natural gravy can be more beneficial to the body than an extra chicken breast at times, so the bones after your chicken dinner can always have a purpose. All the components of a nutritious stew can be cooked separately and then assembled into different flavors or nutritional requirement. This makes it easier to control the amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fats, as well as vitamins and minerals that the body needs. But it is also important to make the portions of food incredibly flavorful, easy to prepare and consume, like this base recipe for roasted chicken and broth reduction stew. You can portion ahead of time to make calorie counting very exact and freeze, or make to order from the ingredients you have on hand, making substitutions as required. All the ingredients are cooked, so the reheating process can be done in a heated water bath or simmered on the stove for a few minutes. To prepare the chicken, rinse in cold running water inside and out. Then pat dry and place in a roasting pan. Add a little olive oil to help brown the chicken skin that helps to baste the meat and keep it moist. Basting every 15 minutes with the pan drippings also helps keep the meat moist. This bird weighed a little over 3.5 pounds and took an hour and 20 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius to reach an internal temperature of 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 82 degrees Celsius. Then let the roasted chicken cool to a temperature easier to handle, about 15 minutes, and separate the meat from the bones. Place the bones in a 5-liter or a 1-gallon stock pot and add 1.5 pounds of vegetables, herbs, and spices to flavor the broth and add nutrients. The classic mirepoix stock is 1,000 grams chicken bones, 300 grams onion, 150 grams celery, 150 grams carrot, a head of garlic, 3 grams peppercorns, a little fresh thyme and parsley, 2 fresh bay leaves, and 3 liters of cold water. Then simmer gently with the lid on for 2.5 hours. When cool enough, strain out the stock and allow to cool before storing in the refrigerator overnight. The next day, the fat naturally separates and floats to the surface, so it is easier to skim off the top. Then the stock is slowly simmered for 2 to 3 hours to reduce the 2.5 liters or 10 cups of stock to 500 milliliters or 2 cups of chicken broth reduction. Do not reduce the stock too aggressively or the reduction will boil and the excess steam will deposit on your kitchen walls and be thin and taste weak, so be patient and you will have better results. The next day the reduction should have congealed and is easy to portion. Taking the time to confit the onion, pepper, garlic, and tomato will make the stew intensely flavored as they will quickly dissolve into a sauce. To assemble a portion, add to a freezer-safe bag 100 grams of diced potato, 120 grams of diced chicken, a tablespoon of each of the confit, and 120 grams of chicken stock reduction. Then seal the bag. Stored in the refrigerator, the stew portions will keep for 3 or 4 days.